bond between a parent and their child is one of the most sacred things a person will ever experience. It begins long before that baby is ever born, and lasts long after that child is grown. As a parent, there is nothing more desired than to see your child grow to be strong and healthy. There is also nothing scarier than being told your child's health is in danger. But what if I told you that I knew a way to greatly reduce the chances that your child is ever affected by diabetes, to lower the chances that they ever have high blood pressure or high cholesterol levels, or even a way to reduce the risk that they are ever affected with cardiovascular disease or heart disease? According to the Centers for Disease Control in 2013, these are just a handful of health issues that children in America are at risk for if they are obese or overweight. Unfortunately, they also tell us that in the year 2010, 1/3 of all American children and adolescents were either overweight or obese. This can be contributed to the fact that kids these days are consuming more calories than they are burning off, either through play or exercise. Simply put, they aren't playing enough. And that's the problem. Kids these days aren't receiving enough physical activity, period. Increasing the amount of time that we allow our children to spend in the school day, either outside playing at recess or inside in the gym in PE classes, is a way that we can help reduce this epidemic from occurring. I would like for everyone to think back to when we were kids and how our idea of fun most likely involved playing outside in one way or another. Also think about how our children deserve the same idea, so they too can have every opportunity to live a long and healthy life. I would like everyone to realize that by increasing the time that we allow our children to spend outside at recess or inside in PE class is one of the best ways to help ensure that they never even have the chance of becoming overweight or obese. Although I myself do not have children yet, I know countless parents out there that want nothing more than to see their children healthy, happy, and strong. The Centers for Disease Control tells us in 2013 that between the year 1980 and 2013, childhood obesity ratings went from just 7% in 1980 all the way up to 18% in the year 2013. That's over 12 million children living in the United States between the ages of 6 and 11 that are currently obese. This number is unacceptable. In Nebraska, our childhood obesity rating is at 16%. That's 20th highest in all of America. MedLeg Plus in 2013 defines overweight as having too much weight for a particular height. This can be from factors including fat, bones, water, or muscle, or a combination of the two. They also define obesity as having too much body fat. Both the short-term and long-term effects of childhood obesity are significant. The Mayo Clinic in 2012 tells us that children these days are continuing to develop more and more health issues that were once confined to the adult. Such issues include diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. This can be contributed to the fact of excess body fat. Some of these conditions also carry over into adulthood, as children who are obese are at higher risk of developing cancers, including breast cancer, colon cancer, prostate, and liver cancer. With the number of children in America that are becoming obese rising every day, it is also necessary that the time we allow for physical activity each day rise as well. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services recommends in 2013 that children receive 60 minutes each and every day of physical activity. In that same year, the National Association for Sports and Medicine Education also recommend that children receive 150 minutes each week in physical education classes that are instructional. Unfortunately, according to the Physical Education in America's Public Schools in 2013, only 8% of all elementary schools in the United States require daily PE classes. The 2012 Shape of the Nation report reveals that 33 states allow substitutional activities to meet physical education requirements. Such activities include marching band and cheerleading. Surprisingly, there are unfortunately no federal laws that mandate physical education services be provided to students. Instead, it is up to each individual district to mandate and put in place guidelines that were set by the state. Physical education in America's public school also tells us in 2013 that 20% of all elementary schools in the United States have gotten rid of recess altogether. They do this to make more classroom time for studies. But according to a survey done by Virginia Foundation for Healthy Youth entitled Youth Want PE, Better School Lunches, of the 8,570 kids that were polled between the years 2011 and 2012, 80% of those children wanted PE every single day. 94% also thought that it should be at least 30 minutes each day. Our children are telling us that they want PE class and they want recess time. In the end, something needs to change to help stop the growing childhood obesity rates in America. And it can start where our children spend most of their time, in schools. The benefits of daily physical activity are endless. A few of these benefits include increased muscle strength, increased muscle endurance, building healthy bones, and many others. According to Physical Education in America's Public Schools in 2013, physical education can also lead to reduced stress levels. It does this when we exercise, endorphins are released, which can also lead to better moods and better attitudes in the classroom. If this is happening outside and children migrate back into the classroom, it will benefit everyone because they will be more focused, more apt to learn, and more apt to participate in classroom activities. Overall, physical activity can lead to a more focused student in the classroom. Our children are not receiving enough physical activity on a daily basis to beat the epidemic of childhood obesity. In fact, some are not receiving any physical activity in the school system at all, any day of the week. As a parent, one of the toughest things is to realize that your child's health is endangered. However, the good news for us is that we can do something about it, and it starts with the time spent for physical activity. Nancy Brown, CEO of American Heart Association, said it best when she stated in 2012, "The fact that kids are being deprived of physical education in the school setting is unacceptable, especially in a nation that is affected by a childhood obesity epidemic." Making physical activity a part of the daily routine is critical in saving the next generation of Americans from heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and other serious problems. We too can help save your children and future children by increasing the time we let our children have in the classroom, in PE, and outside at recess.